Hello, hello. We're back. Back in Timberborn. I had the day off, so we did a stream earlier today. So, in case anybody did miss that stream, there was a patch for Experimental Branch in Ironteeth. Excuse me, not Ironteeth, in Timberborn Update 5. And that patch has changed fundamentally how irrigation works. So, that was a change, and I can actually show you what that change looks like for those that might be interested. So if I look at this save here, and I want the one from last night. Okay. So I did a test playthrough of Ironteeth hard mode for fun. I was talking to Rolo, who was one of my followers, and he was trying out the Canyons map, and I said, okay, let me try it. So here we are, cycle 7, day 3, and the change that has been made. So as we stand right now, I have a water dump here feeding this pond, if you will. And this pond, as you can see, it is hydrating all of the trees that you can see over here. It hydrates all the way over here. And then I had a water dump here. And what this water dump did was it hydrated pretty much everything that you see here. So these trees... yep. So these trees here were hydrated by that water dump. So if I unpause the game, what's going to happen is they've made it now so that water irrigation is dependent on the size of the water irrigation that's going on. So, like, for instance, this one here is a fairly large amount of water, so it irrigates. I believe we counted it to 12 blocks away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This one's 16 blocks away. And then it can vary, but it's in a circle, right? So you'll see here, 14. Yeah, 14 was what we decided it was on the 3x3. We will be getting an ad. So this is new. By the way, affiliate, an ad will be popping up for those that are not subscribers. So it should be a relatively quick ad, I hope. But I am actually getting a notice that it should be running in just a second. But while we're waiting for that, and then you'll notice here, we had an ad. We're just kind of chilling out while the ad is running on Twitch. So for those of you in YouTube land, I am a new affiliate and in Twitch. So I am getting used to this whole concept of running ads. So it's different for me. But basically, every 30 minutes or so, a 1.5 minute ad will run. And for courtesy for those that are actually watching the stream live, which you should do at twitch.tv/isugaming, I'm going to pause my thought and then kind of come back into it right now. So the good news is that the dashboard tells me when there's ads, so I should be able to deal with this. All right. That should be the tail end of an ad break. So we will not have another one for about 28 minutes. So thank you for that. For those that don't know, I am as of today, a Twitch affiliate channel, which means that enough of you have hung out and watched videos with me to make me eligible for that. So that was turned on. We do have some benefits in Twitch now that we didn't have before. There's channel points. There are or icons and stuff. I don't have any custom as of yet. I will be working on that. I have some ideas. I just need to go find an artist potentially, but I don't want to spend a whole lot of money. It's not paying for itself yet. But anyway, so the change to the irrigation is that a 1x1 can no longer essentially effectively irrigate. A 1x1 will irrigate essentially the 2 blocks surrounding it. And then based on the analysis I saw on the Timberborn Discord, we saw the most ideal size for irrigation is basically a 3x3 a block of water. So this essentially is what we have going on here. And it's a little irregularly shaped, so there's some weirdness with that. But up and down affects it and everything else. But you'll see all of these trees here are dying because this whole area used to get hydrated by this little 1x1. And then we did lose some plants over here, but I think that's just side effect of the water changing here along the river on this particular map. I think it's a good change because it does seem a little bit cheesy that you can just drop a 1x1 square of water and irrigate a giant area. So it makes sense to me. I don't really have a problem. It changes a couple of things on how we do things. So I'll show the crash landing map as well, because we were using this on the crash landing map. Again, I was using it mostly as a indicator of, or not an indicator, because it worked. I wasn't trying to necessarily use it as an exploit or anything. But here's a similar map, or excuse me. Here is the map that we're familiar with, and here it is. So this is a 1x1 water dump that is essentially watering this entire area here. So if I hit pause on this one, we're going to see a similar story here where all the trees are going to start to die off. There we go. And this is actually a much more extreme example of this because essentially only this like very small 2x2 circle is actually getting irrigated by the 1x1. And then we also had this 1x1 here, which was the emergency when this ran out to keep this area hydrated. So that's not going to work anymore. This one's not really needed anymore now that we have this big dam. So honestly, that can go. But this is a problem because we had just planted all of the oak trees over here. So this would take some rework where we would probably want to build like a 3x3 and let it actually hydrate the area for trees and everything. So it's manageable having the water be 3x3 or even bigger, you know, just so you can kind of control the areas that it's going to be irrigated. So that's the big change that happened today with the update. There's also some new buildings. They've made some changes to extract. So it's a different color. But otherwise, the game kind of plays very similar. So after we went through the patch notes, earlier today we did do 2 attempts at Helix on hard mode with Ironteeth. So the first one, which ended about 125 my time, or no, excuse me, last time at autosave was 125, was a glorious disaster where everybody died. So we restarted on Iron Helix Take 2, which is the map that we're going to load into here in just a second. We have gotten to 1 beaver twice in this map. Ironteeth, of course, grow their babies. So because of that, we were able to recover. The first time I was like, it's a challenge. You know, we're going to be able to work through this. The second time was because all of our berries, we had a bad tide, and all of these berries got destroyed by the bad tide. And these berries, which is where I had started a secondary backup set of berries, had dried out due to a drought. The droughts that we're getting on this map in hard mode are very long. 12 and 13 days, and they will get up as high as 30 days. So we've got a fair bit of work. The good news is we're back to 6 beavers, 4 adults, 2 babies. We are having to do a lot of micromanaging, but I think we're going to be able to recover the beavers again. But that's kind of where we are here, is we're trying to recover the colony a second time. If we go down a third time, I think that's it. We're going to call it there. But this is the first time I have ever played a hard map on stream, and the first time I've ever played a hard map was the one I did last night in preparation for playing a hard map, not expecting that they were going to change the how irrigation works in the game. So that is the story of where we are today. So let's slow down for a second. So in this map, we have 2 bad water sources here. We have where's the other one? 1 bad water source here. And then over here, far, far away, there are 2 more. So there's a total of 5 bad water sources. As far as freshwater is concerned, it all comes from the very center of this map, which I believe is 6 deep. There is a total of 9 water sources here. You see them scattered around. The water then winds its way in a helix. Thus the name why the map is called the Helix map. And has to go quite a long ways before it eventually arrives here at our starting location. We have started we had started to build a emergency send the bad water away system. But all of our beavers started to die because we didn't have any blueberries. So we did build this 3x3 water dump that you see here. I saw a fantastic idea, by the way, on Discord, that it should probably be like a 4x3, and you can put a Lido or a swimming pool in the in this case here. You use the water dump as your swimming pool as well. Lido is a folktails. The swimming pool is the Ironteeth. That is a fantastic idea. So I didn't think about that when I built this, but that is something that is kind of a 2-for-1er. All right. However, we are sitting on 290 water, so we're going to need to start collecting water. So we're going to unpause this building. The good news is we have a lot of infrastructure from when we had a lot more beavers. We are back to 5, like I said. We have placed berries strategically right here next to the breeding pods, and we will occasionally send a beaver over here to collect more berries, but for now we're in a good place. That's it. That is where we're at in a nutshell. So we have a lot of dam infrastructure that we built up here to hold water. The idea is that this will hold water to keep this area hydrated. This, of course, is hold water. This should hold water here, but like we did run out of water due to the last drought. I believe it was 12 days long. But the water is now coming, and it's going to start circling the helix, so we'll start seeing everything green. All of these dead trees were from the bad tide that we had. As you can see, it completely decimated all of the trees on the helix. So it's a bit of a challenge. So that's why we've expanded over here. We've got lots of trees. We are starting to cut those trees here. So at some point we'll need the forester to start reforesting them. But for now, Here's where we're at. And for the first time ever, I played almost the exclusiveness of this entire map. It's 3 times speed. It was kind of crazy. Maximum speed, yes. This is the flash level speed. All right. Map does overflow a little as it's filling up, so you'll see some water here, but that is not yet. It's not quite yet here. All right, beavers, how we doing? Okay, got 2 of the babies are going to come into adulthood soon. He's 16, he's 15, and he's 10. So we've got a while before we start losing beavers again, but it will happen. And here comes the water. Here we go. We are back to being hydrated. So the way that the droughts have been, every 3 to 6 days, we get a drought. So we may get at any time the warning that the next drought isn't coming. Long enough to plant some kohlrabis and try our best to get some work done. So we're going to try to collect some more water here. We'll get that built back up a little bit. You'll see we're up to 300 and something. We have a fair bit of wood being having been stockpiled. In fact, this guy has nothing to do. How do you have nothing to do? Oh, you're full. This full? Okay, this is full. All right, so it's time to repurpose them. So we're going to go ahead. This is where the micromanaging comes in. We're going to have him start replanting all of the trees that we have recently cut. We have one person working on up. We have a 4th adult beaver. We're going to go ahead and unpause the district center, and that will get 1 beaver who can work on this construction project over here. And this is the story of our... Oh, there's the drought. So in 3 days, we will have a drought. But we can hopefully get this built before the next bad tide. I don't know, with only 1 beaver working on it, if it's going to be successful, but we're going to try. So how is everybody's Monday? So I had the day off. My non-Twitch job, if you will, is a use it or lose it vacation time. And we have reached the point in that situation where I needed to use it. So we're going to have some time off. Okay, we need to plant. All of that should be... Go ahead and square off these kohlrabis. So we did start thinking about planting and harvesting cassava. However, the great die-off happened before we were able to get started on the cassavas. So we will have to build a fermenter and all of the associated items that go with that at some point. When you're done planting, you're going to be planting for a while. Oh, we have somebody working wood. Let's pause that. There are other things I need you to be working on right now, such as helping pump water. We're up to five adult beavers. Good things are happening. As soon as the water is full, we'll pause the pumps again. and utilize those beavers. Probably... we're good on planks. We're okay on gears. We'll probably utilize those beavers for farming. Maybe try to get some cassavas in. We do need storage for cassavas at some point. All right. You done? No. Yes. You're essentially done. Okay. We have replanted the tree, so we're going to pause that. I do see over here where we can use some planting here to fill in the gaps, so we're going to let that happen. Water is almost full, so we're going to pause one of the two. We're going to send that beaver to that farmhouse. That farmhouse is set to prioritize harvesting, and this one is prioritizing planting. So, and we'll go ahead and get rid of the prioritization, so it'll start planting some cassavas. We have a 17-day drought. Chances are we're going to lose some of these plants again. But we're going to try. I think I want to change the layout of my bridge. But we'll figure that out in a minute. Or my Twitch. I want to change the layout of my Twitch view. Creator dashboard. I keep looking at the wrong spot. But hey, it's new. All right. Check something. Wow. Just me and one other person that are streaming Timberborn right now. That is cool. All right, so our kohlrabis are coming in, which is great. So we should start seeing our collection there. We have 3 baby beavers. Hey, our population's up to 8. At one point, we almost filled both of these barracks. Okay, we've got plenty of wood. All of the water is in, so we can go ahead and pause that so we can utilize this beaver for something else. What can we use this beaver for? Did you go and get assigned to? One on the district center. One each in the farmhouses. Oh, we've got somebody doing the fluid pump. Do we need... Well, yes, we need the fluid pump. Okay, good. So we'll let them re-top off the fluid pump so that the blueberries and the trees stay hydrated. As soon as that's done, we will move them to... I might set them to the district center so that we can work on this construction project. First, we must refill the water. Oh, we finished the trees. Okay, we get to free you up. You can come to the district center. So we're going to switch to 2 people. Oh, all the cassavas got planted. Great. The nice thing about building this is... Well, no, will it matter? Yeah, we're going to want to probably put floodgates right here. Oh, we have enough beavers with nothing to do. We're actually, hey, we're up to 9, and we have some beaver who's actually researching. We're gonna let him get to 150. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and purchase the one tall floodgate, and we're gonna put that right there. So then we'll have a little bit of excess water that we'll be able to hold back here for future droughts. So that'll be helpful. All right, you need to stop researching, though. So I need to send you on cutting wood. Don't normally micromanage this much, but unfortunately our situation kind of necessitates it. All right. We are cruising. So we are going to need to start making planks, and unfortunately that requires 2 beavers. Each of these is going to require 15 planks. So we don't even have enough for 2, and we have 5 of them. So soon, trademark, patent pending. We have logs. Water is fine. We're 12 days in, or 12 days remaining in this drought. Food is in a good place. We're almost full. Oh, okay, so we can't do that. We don't have enough water right now for a large water. So large water wheel is something that we need to think. Our water wheels are something we need to think about. Good news is we have these 2 bad water sources right here. Building will be dangerous, but we'll figure it out. All right, we are going to need some storage for the cassava. So we have a medium warehouse here. Where do we put this? Okay, there's no real way I can cram it into that space that we have. This. That building is done for. We could put it right here. Put a medium warehouse in. Right there. They're going to be for cassava. Not that we need it yet, but this way we can start stockpiling the cassavas for when we get ready to ferment them. Thank you for the follow, Instalockbrim. How are you this evening? We are up to 10 beavers, so we have slightly recovered from the second apocalypse, which is good. We have 8 workers now. Oh, I feel like they're so special. All right, what do we have everybody doing? We have 2 that are working the district center, building the dam. We have the 2 in the farmhouse feeding us. Oh, we don't need the guy in the fluid dump anymore. Hello there. Hope all's well. I'm the guy you took to Cedar Point. Corey! What's up, buddy? Been a long time. How you doing, man? The guy I took to Cedar Point. But I was just the driver. How you doing, sir? I know you don't really use Facebook that much, but thank you. I know you probably picked it up off of me posting on Facebook today, so thank you. We are cruising our way here in Timberborn. I will let folks know that we will be having an ad in about 3 minutes. It'll last about a minute and a half. We are in a fairly good place here for that, so we'll be okay. Just there's no surprises there in terms of the ads, but we will continue working on this. We are going to run into... The issue we're going to run into now is we're going to have to start getting planks for these. And this one, these three in the middle, we're going to have to come up with a way to get to them. Busy with work, but happy to be there. Hope you're doing great. I am actually doing really, really well. Super excited to actually have gotten enough folks to watch this that I can be a Twitch affiliate. I was really debating whether or not I was going to do it, but I decided, hey, what the heck, let's do it. Why not? It's, you know, a little bit of a couple of dollars here or there I can reinvest into some new items. But otherwise, life-wise, doing great. We're down in Atlanta. I don't know how much you actually follow. I mean, I know we're friends on Facebook and all, but if you're like me, I know you said you don't use Facebook. I hardly use Facebook. But we're down in Atlanta still. And Mitzi is on. My moderator, otherwise known as my wife, who you know is on, is Jadara. So she's doing well as well. Our cats and our dog are doing well, and have nothing to complain about. There is Jadara. All right, we have 8 days in the drought. Okay, so we have got beavers doing nothing because we're doing science points right now. So, first things first, we're going to throw one more into the district center. We're going to say that that is a higher priority build because I don't think these are marked as low priority. We are good on wood. The water dump is good. I paused it here. Oh, we actually have somebody collecting berries. Okay, we're in a good place. We're coming back. Okay, we're gonna pause the gatherer because we have enough berries. All right, we're gonna put 2 more workers into the district center because we seem to have enough. We're going to put... Oh, go ahead and we're going to open up the plank factory, which will take those other 2 beavers out of the inventors' huts. I believe we are done with this forester, so we'll recover those goods. That area is just, there's a whole lot of nothing over there now. All right. We are chopping down trees, so that's fine. We'll probably throw one of the beavers at the forester to Oh, we hit an ad break. Okay. So for those of you at YouTube, we're on another ad break. So we're going to kind of let the construction continue. But you can see some of the challenges we're having. We're actually going to... This is going to dry up here very soon. And actually, this whole area is probably going to dry up in a relatively soon. So we are going to lose a lot of these... go ahead and set these guys on harvest priority. We are going to start to lose some of the plants, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. It is what it is, as they say. And we can go ahead and build a set of stairs here. Did I actually make these low priority? I did. Look at me. Okay, well, I'll get to it. All right. We are back from an ad break. So I am obviously, having been on the receiving end of ad breaks, how is that feel? Because I know anybody that has followed my channel up until today has never had an ad. And honest to goodness, I'm not 100% sure. So one of the things I did think about while we were on that ad break, this whole area is about to dry up. You can see there's very little water in it. And so we are going to lose a lot of these kohlrabis. So I set both of the farmhouses to harvest priority. So they're going through and they're harvesting as much as they can before the plants die off. We've used about half of our water, so that's in a good place. We have these two pumps up, and there it goes. So it did dry up kind of as we expected. But once we get this done, we'll have additional water that we can release into here when needed. So I think that this will serve two purposes. One, will hopefully send all the bad water this way. But then, secondly, it will provide a secondary backup during a drought. So we are 5 more days of drought. We have plenty of food, so the food is not an issue. We have plenty of water, but we will want to, at some point, build another water tank. In fact, we can go ahead and plan for that now. Oh, so something that's new. You can now change the direction of the buildings. That was not a thing before. So when you're in a tight space and you were like having to finagle it to make something fit, now we have the ability now to place those in. So I'm actually going to set that to lowest priority right now because I want to finish this project first. So otherwise it would use the planks that we have. Yeah, well, we just plain don't want that. There we go. And we need to delete that piece of road. Because a levee needs to go right there. All right, we have 11 beavers. What is everybody doing? Okay, we have 2 people who are doing inventory. So let's add a second beaver to the lumber mill. And let's go ahead and we'll unpause the gear factory as well, because we are going to start to need to get gears for this next water tank. All right, so we have lost all of this crop. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is we're going to switch this guy back to planting priority so that they start putting in the kohlrabis here. And we'll probably, because we keep losing the cassavas, we're going to go ahead and we're going to tell them to plant cassavas all back over here. Just so we have some cassava available to us. Although that may be a bad idea, because I think, well, yeah, it's fine. We can always rip it out later. But that way we always have a little bit of cassava kind of chilling out here ready for us. So we do have 74 cassavas in storage. So actually that plant probably shouldn't have been planted. So let's mark that one for, we didn't really mean to do that. Status. So we're going to rip that out. Someone will get around to that eventually. And we'll make it sooner. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stick a fermenter right here on the backside of this particular house. There we go. And it will be making fermented cassavas. If I can select it. There we go. So we'll start getting that benefit from that food type eventually. Water is good. We're on beaver power. It is slow. We're getting only 27%, but it's okay. Slow power is better than no power. Unpause that. We will go ahead and take one person out of there so they can start. Oh, they're not going to replant. Never mind. You're going to work on the water dump. Whoopsies. You can see here, this is now watered into a very small square, so you can see it's only watering this very small circle. When they bring in some more water here very shortly, we'll see this fill up and everything else will get hydrated. It's the games we play with the new rules. Good news is the drought is up in 0.9 days, so we will see some relief very soon. Might actually get this done before the next drought and or bad tide. That's good news. All right, 11 beavers. Oh, we're still on 20-hour days. We can probably go to 18 hours. We have an injured beaver. Okay, we're gonna need water. Somebody on that. Take them from district center as well. Go back to one person working that. Unpause the forester so they can replant all these trees. And we'll probably switch them to this forester. So let's unpause that. Repause that one. They have access to these trees over here. Closer. Planks. Yep. Okay, so we are only blocked by planks. We need 17 more planks, and then the will be done. Almost have enough gears for them to do this water tank. All right. I guess I should tell this tank that it's water. Not that they're building it yet, but let's get that. All right, so here comes the water. We're going to go ahead and, even though we're not using it, we're going to set this to 0.5. Okay. So unpause the... We're going to need to throw some beavers at the water because we are running low. This needs to become a high priority build. And just like that, we are at another drought in 3 days. That is no longer a high priority build. It is, but it's not. I need them to work on this first. This is the high priority. Which also means that we need to go ahead and set a second beaver into the plank making. We're going to pause the gears. Yeah. And we're low on logs. Kind of knew that was going to happen. We've been doing a lot of building. 5 more planks. Hopefully we can get that done before, and I think we can. Yes, we should be able to get this done before. We're going to set this to 1.5 height, so that we'll start backing the water up here. So that's going to be our next future dam. And it's done. Fantastic. So all of this area will fill up with water. And then it will start overflowing here, which is fine. And then when we have a bad tide, we raise these all the way up, and then we drop these 3. I still think we're going to have a problem. I'm going to be very upfront with you and say we're going to have a problem here. I think what I need to do, honestly, is build up this section. That's why we put the 3 high floodgates here, and then we would potentially build all the way across here. So then that way, any overflow would still go down and out that way. That's probably what our next objective is going to be, but we're going to need to collect a lot of wood before we do that. So we're going to get beavers working on wood collection. You can stop working the water dump. Have you replanted everything? Yes, you can stop doing that. We do still have to micromanage some of our beavers, which it is what it is. Okay, you're planting, you're harvesting. How are we doing on cassavas? I want you to harvest cassavas first. Oh no, we're low on kohlrabi too. Okay, never mind that. You need to harvest kohlrabis. 18-day drought. Okay, that's going to overflow. Kind of saw that coming. Oh, we got the water tank built. Okay. All right. Okay, pause for a second. Set this to 2 high. We might have some flooding, but nope. All right, we're up to 17 beavers, so we're in a much better, much better place. Unpause that. Unpause you. We still have all the pumps going. We're going to pause this one. I want to keep this area hydrated. We'll take water from this one. Because we're not quite... This is going to be a long... Oh, I forgot to connect it via path. So we do have our fermenter. You have somebody working the fermenter, so we will start seeing fermented cassava coming in. So that will be a new food source for us. All right, so we have 2 lumberjacks. Our situation for jobs. We have 2 people working the district center, which right now we're not building anything, so we're going to set that back to 1. That pump is paused. We have... how are we on... Let's go ahead and increase our harvesters to 2. We have a fermenter. We have the fluid dump, but that's currently paused. Person working the gear workshop, 2 people working in the lumber mill. One person in inventor house, so we have a job. We have an open job that we need to have somebody do. We're gonna put another person in the other farmhouse. There we go. And we should start seeing people eating cassavas, which we are. If we've done this right, we can now plant mangrove trees. And we would be able to get mangrove fruit. So, realistically, we need a stair there. Hopefully we can use this forester once the stair is built to put some mangrove trees in right here. Yes. Okay. Not a lot. But you know what? Every little bit counts. So we will unpause you. We're making positive movement on the waterfront. So mangrove fruits will be something that we'll be able to bring in. I think ultimately we're probably going to want like this whole area covered in mangrove fruits. But this, of course, assumes that we can keep all the bad tide out of here. Because if we don't, all of the trees would die. But that's okay. We're going to assume that we can keep it out. Let in a little bit of water. No. We are making some progress. Well-being. We need medical bed. We have enough. Let's get that unlocked. We do have some hurt beavers. I can put one there. Medical bed. Put one there and there. That way our beavers can at least rest and recuperate. Robbies, fermented cassavas. Oh, we're running low on berries, so we'll let this guy unpause the gatherer flag, but we'll let that guy do what he needs to do with the mangrove trees. All right. We have enough water, so we're going to go ahead and pause those two. All right, now we have inventors again. People working that. Person there. Two people working in each of the farmers' huts. Go ahead and unpause this lumberjack flag. We've got somebody doing berries. Alright. He's resting in the medical bed. Okay. Okay. Now that we have some resources again, we want to go ahead and start this build here. And then what we're trying to do with this is that we're preparing against bad tides. So hopefully we can send all of that bad tide elsewhere. Okay. You're going to tell me that's too far away. That's fine. This is actually low priority, just so you can build that. We're not going to be able to do like these 3. We'll deal with that in a little bit. You're almost done planting mangrove trees. All right, we do have a whole bunch of wood. We will start burning through it as they start doing this building project. So we're going to go ahead and pause. No, pause that one. We're going to send you to the district center. We have multiple beavers researching, so throw them in the construction zone. That's going to be unreachable. There and there. That should take care of it. Ugh. All that water up here has dried up. Wondering if I should go with too high. Might need to switch these out for too high. Floodgates. All right, that's a future Isu problem. Future Isu has a problem. That water's fine. Ironically, we're actually going to run into a barracks problem. Which will be the first time we've had a barracks problem in a while. Future beavers will have a problem too. Yeah, well, water is a thing. I mean, they're going to keep making tanks and stuff, but why did you build that one first and not these? Oh, I know why. Okay, I created that problem. That's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. Build stairs. All right, you're done. You're just hanging around doing nothing. You're done. You're full. All right, need somebody to do water dump again. We've run out. I think we're going to lose these mangroves. Which is a bummer, but it's one of those things that's just it's going to happen. Once this is done, we need to start thinking about if there's a way for us to use water power or something. Beaver power just isn't going to cut it in the long run. I mean, he can only generate 52 horsepower, and we have a demand of 200. All right. We will have an ad in about a little over 2 minutes, just so everybody's aware. How do we get... I guess we could throw more beaver power at the problem. Where do we put a hamster wheel right here? At least that will give us 2 beavers. We'll require... We'll also require that we do this. Houses, just for so that I can explain what I'm doing. Houses happen to transmit power. So we'll have a beaver working over here, running on the hamster wheel. It'll transfer power through the house and then over here to get into the power network. It's not ideal, but at least we'll double our horsepower, at least for now. All right, let's release this water so that we can keep things a little bit alive for just a smidge longer. Actually making great progress on this. Very happy. All right, how would we deal with this? So I think the too tall... We have enough. Yeah, we have enough science points. Let's unlock the too tall floodgate. I think what we do is we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we put levees there and a levee there. That's the smallest that we can do, and then we delete. No, don't delete these until after we're done. So that would require a ladder back down there, and you're going to tell me you can't build. Now, you know what we could do is we make this a low priority. Build that one. They build those. They can't reach that one without a set of stairs. They won't be able to build that. Make that an actual high priority. Okay, that should be doable. Yeah, we'll find out. All right, we're on an ad break. All right, we have dried up our water here. This area is getting low. This is actually okay-ish. We have a little bit more water we can release in the future. For the moment. We're actually doing really well on logs. We are gonna do this path. All right, water dump guy can be paused. We have logs. Let's go ahead and people there, 4 people there, 2 people there, people there. Go ahead and have you focus on the sub. Now you focus on the sub. All right, welcome back from the ad break. So just kind of looking around, we've dried up our water over here. This area is drying up. The main, lack of a better word, main water area here is very low. We're going to let through the last bit of the water we have over here, but I don't think it's going to make that big a difference. But we're 2 days away from the drought clearing up. So good news there. Good news is that even if these dry, they won't die right away, so it should be back in time. These beavers have made a healthy amount of progress here, so we're going to get these built. These wolves will be built, so we should be good for the next wet season. And then they'll start building this area over here as our overflow, and then we'll recover the resources from those floodgates there at some point. All right, there goes the water. So the mangroves will take 17 days to die. This area is going to dry up here in a minute. Fermented cassava. Don't have storage for fermented cassava yet. If I were to build on top of this, how would we get to it? The answer is I don't think we What we could do is that. Put a medium warehouse right there. I still don't know. Still have to figure out how we would get up there. That at least makes it. How do we get up there? All right. The drought has ended. I think it's 2.5. Set it for 1.5 for now. One last one to build there. Pause you. We need you to start planting. We have plenty of berries. Lots of wood. It's unfortunate we're going to lose this crop, but it is what it is. Here comes the water. Lots of planks. Got our dude making planks, yes. Alright, we got our second person. We're going to go ahead and pause the gear factory. We just don't need it anymore. Or at least right now. And then we'll see this area fill up with water. And we're off to the races again. As soon as this is done, we'll raise this, and then we'll fill up this area here with even more water. All right, all of our kohlrabi and cassavas have been replanted. We have 3 people working the pumps. Got all the planks being made. We have this will be fermented cassava when I figure out how we're going to get up there. Guessing we're going to need to unplant these 3. That's what we're going to have. Oh, bad tide. Hey, look at that. We got the diverter almost done in time. Here's where we get to find out whether we're going to live or die. We will need a path there. Oh, look at that. We have the planks. Hey, we have the planks! Might actually have this done in time. So this is where we're going to find out whether I'm going to rage quit. Or I've actually managed to save our beavers here. We'll find out. But we have 4 things left to build here, and then hopefully we'll be able to divert everything. But let's get another pump in. We're running behind on the waterfront. I'm not super happy with where that is right now, and I have to unpause the water dump. If this is more than a 10-day bad tide, we may be having a water problem anyways. I'm 100% honest. Wondering how we can tap into this bad water for power. But I keep going over here and looking at it. If we can get power, if we can get more reliable power, I think that's our next real obstacle is more reliable power. But okay. How much stuff is here for you? You guys are recovering all of that. I need you to recover it, but if I have to, I will keep you from going there. Don't want you guys swimming in the bad water. Okay, here comes the bad tide. It's a 16-day bad tide. This may result in rage quitting. We'll find out. I don't know that we have enough water backed up here. Even though I've got 3 pumps going at it full blast. We'll add a 4th, but... That goes all the way up. This goes all the way down. This is where we find out whether or not we can stop all of this. Pause. All right, good news. We stopped the bad tide. Bad tide will not kill the colony. What's going to kill the colony is a lack of water. Could put a water dump over here and then pump the water from here and put it over here. So let's pause this one. That might be what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and just preemptively build a water dump right here. I need to remove these two. That way we can at least keep water on the crops. This may be crazy. But... all right, I'm going to pause you because I don't actually want to use you yet. But you are there. You would be a priority job if I unpause you. This is such a long bad tide. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we didn't really need this defense here, but I just really wanted it to be safe. Oh, thank God there's no storage available for that. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, sorry. That's to keep our beavers from going and getting that. Oh, so that would have been a disaster. Alright. Plank-wise, we are almost full on planks. So, how many people are working in the infantry? How are we doing on gears? Fine. We probably should use this time to build yet another water tank. Which we will put... that will be in case we need another pump. Guess we can put water tank right there. Water. We might as well preemptively just build this water pump because we're going to need it. This water pump is probably done for immediate future. Could do. Let's actually think this through. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. We water dump here. At least it'll be a 3x3. This pump is done. So we're gonna go ahead and just preemptively remove it. This could be for yet another water tank, which actually probably is a good idea. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. You're going to be for water as well. I don't want to run this one dry, so we're going to pause all of those for now. Perfect. What'll happen is we can fill this. This will stay 3x3, but I don't have to fill the entire area. We potentially will lose some of the mangrove trees, but... Or when I say lose, I mean they will stop growing. We do have mangrove fruits now, so we can go ahead and unpause this person, who will collect mangrove fruit in addition to berries. What is... Then I do want to put more mangrove trees in. So I think that's going to require a forester. Right there. So we can pause this one. Build this forester. You're going to put mangrove trees all through here. Want that to all be mangroves. Perfect. That should be more than enough. If we have to, we'll extend the mangrove trees there. Okay. Cassava. Harvesting and planting kohlrabi. We're going to unpause this water dump. We're going to let this beaver do its thing. Unpause this water dump because it needs to be topped off. Now we're using dams here, so what's going to happen is when it gets to a certain height, it's going to start overflowing the dams. So we will have to micromanage this water pump for a while. Okay. This looks like it's flowing here, but it's not. This is just a visual thing. Pause that. Filling up that one. Just planks. That's fine. I've built a great many things here with all the planks in the world. Okay. We are going to run out of... This is probably going to dry up, but that's okay. We've got this here to keep this place, or this area at least somewhat irrigated. This beaver will start planting mangrove trees, so we'll have lots and lots of mangrove trees. And then it will also replant some of these oak trees. Good there. You should have mangrove fruits as a food item now. Look at that. Getting a well-being of 7. Still need to... We haven't solved for the whole wet fur situation. But... Alright, we knew this was going to happen. That we were going to... This area was going to dry up. But this is keeping a good portion of our kohlrabis and cassavas hydrated. We have the other cassavas over here. We don't have storage for mangrove fruit. route. Oh, we're done over here, so we can finally build... Oh, that was not... That was supposed to be a stair. And connect it there. You were gonna be for fermented cassavas. Okay, good there. Just out of curiosity, if I let this go, where does it overflow? It overflows there. Guess that's one way to get the guy to plant trees. Huh. Okay, we'll take it. Alright, we're done with this. We can pause that one. We do need to probably move the gathering flag. Nope, it doesn't catch enough. That gathering flag will now cover all of the berries and all of the cassavas. So we're going to pause this one. We're actually low on berries. How did that happen? Not sure. Alright, we are starting to make the fermented cassava. The water dump here is actually refilling quite a bit here. I'm impressed. Okay, we are 400 water. We've got 4 days of bad tide left, so I think we're in an okay place. Savas are still cooking. Are going to need to get a gather flag at some point. Guess we can sneak in right there. I set these for cutting. I did. Actually, well, you've got nothing to do. We're full on wood. Look at that. Pause that one. We're actually going to pause this water dump. Okay, getting cassavas. Got 2 beavers that are doing research. 3 days left in the bad tide. Alright. For the first time in this colony since I started it earlier today, I actually feel like we're in a good place. That's kind of crazy. We are going to need, like, all the water, though. So realistically, the next... Oh, I had to say it. It's okay. I understand, Jadara. Sometimes you gotta say it. There's an ad coming up in about 2.5 minutes. So I really want to think about how we can do power now. And I'm looking at these 2 bad water sources and how we can tap into them, hopefully safely. Let's see. If I put a stair there and a stair down, they can walk on the corrupted ground. What they can't do is get in the water. So if we get there, we build something across here to force all the bad water that way. I think we can tap into it. So let's get here, and then we'll tell our beaver friends to start putting levees across there. And that will force all that bad water down to this direction. Once that's done, we can start thinking about channelizing some water. Maybe we channel it this way and then have it go this way, and we tap into it there. And then the big thing is going to be, how do we get the power back to the colony? That I'm not sure. Pause the water dump. But that, again, is another problem that we need to think about. Did lose. All right. Bad tide is over, so now we wait for the fresh water to replace it. So, based on what we know, it's going to take about 3 in-game days for the fresh water to land here. But then we have to wait for it to clear out. So, I hope that we don't have an immediate... okay, let's start pumping water. I hope we don't have an immediate drought. Please give me at least like until day 5. That would be great. So the nearest metal we have is over. So we climb the entire mountain to get to well, it didn't take very long to drain that, did it? Okay, here we are. This is all fresh, so just let that clear out. Clear out the bad water. Still have some bad water here, but I think we can go ahead and let some fresh water in. Of course. Of course. But the good news is it's a drought, so let's get the not back-to-back bad water. So let's get this area flooded. Actually, we need to let this area fill in first. Let's let her all in. Here comes a big flood. It's okay. I accept it. All that water. Okay, so now we have something to pump while we wait for this to fill up over here. Pump the water. Pause you. Oh, they finally cut that tree down. Finally fixed that. We've only been running around that one tree forever. This also means we can finally plant oak here. Augment our tree supply. Okay, that'll keep him busy for a little while. Perfect. Look at all that water that we get to have. Goes all the way back to here now. Alright, we diverted all the bad tide off to the one side. Alright, how do we channelize this bad tide? I think that... Come back in here. Where'd the water go? What happened there? Alright, so from a channel perspective, I think we take that water there. And what we're going to do is we're going to try direct it. No, let's not do that. Okay. Alright. Let's think about this for a second. If we take all of that water this way, like so, and we let it come back down through here. That. Then we let it turn. Right? This. So that goes away. That goes away. Put in that there so we can get across it. How many is this across? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's one short. Can we put in... I'm going to go ahead and unlock this wheel real quick. Question is, can I put that there? I don't think that would work. That one's fine. I can get one there, two. I can get two in right there. Only one there, though, because that one. That's okay. That would be 1, 2. That would be 3. I can live with 3. So what we're trying to do is tap into this water by forcing it this way and back around again. And then hopefully we can actually take advantage of that. This is either going to work and it's going to look great and we're going to feel like we did something good, or this is going to be an absolute disaster and we're going to then pretend like it didn't happen. Can't get to there. How do we get to there? Guess we do that. Road there, there, Oh, in other news, the drought has started. Up too late. I didn't close the gates in time. It's fine. 21-day drought. 21 days. Who's playing Timberborn? Rolo is still playing Timberborn. All right. Well, we'll start this lovely project here. How are we doing? We have planks, we have planks, we have gears. We don't really need gears right now, so we'll pause the gear guy. Okay. I don't know if this is going to be a glorious disaster or this is going to look amazing. Let's hope it's the first one. Oh, I love all that water. Oh, come on. Someone come and chop this tree. Make it a hybrid. Need the path. Thank you. Nick Pippins, thank you for the subscription, sir. Using your Prime dollars. My first, you get the award for my first subscriber, sir. How are you? You actually have a badge called First. Founder 1 month subscriber. Look at that. So I realized you were working today, but there was a patch that dropped for Timberborn, since I know you are a Timberborn lover. And they have changed how water dumps work, so you can no longer irrigate in a 1x1. And so we're kind of learning as we go here. But this particular save, this is Ironteeth on hard mode, my first hard mode. And we have completely wiped out once. And have gotten to 1 beaver twice. So this is actually the largest the colony has been this entire time at 23 beavers. And so we're finally getting to the point where I'm looking into getting some water power. So we're building a snaking, I don't know, whatever you want to call this thing, to try to get some water power here. Let some water in. Okay, let's pop that. Now we're now wasting water. But we are on the beginning of a 21-day drop. It's probably time, though, honestly, for us to start thinking about things like campfires. Yeah, 21-day drought. It's crazy. We're running everything on beaver power right now. But as soon as this is built, we're going to start putting in some water wheels and trying to figure out how we're going to connect everything. That's probably the thing I'm not sure on right now. Because we are going to have 1, 2, so we'll be there and there. Potentially there in the longer term. So, big water wheel, big water wheel. Where we're going to run into a problem is how do we connect this water wheel? Because that one's going to go right there. I think we're going to have to key it off of here. So we're going to go ahead and rotate that. There we go. Actually, no, we don't need to do that. We still need that platform. We put a platform here, and we just connect to the back of that. That will be our, hopefully our beginning of our power. Ooh, actually, can I do something crazy like this? Oh, I can't. Never mind. We'll do that. 4 wheels. No idea how we're going to deal with the power connection over here. You know what? That is a problem for another couple of minutes from now. We'll need unlock double platforms. That there. How do we get power from this? I don't know. If I'm quite honest, I haven't solved that problem yet. Alright, we will let in a little bit of water. Okay. Alright, we're in a good place here with the pumps, so I think I'm going to go ahead and turn off 2 of the pumps. Okay, you are done. Still have a good amount of logs. We have... Oh, we're starting to get our mangrove fruits in. Storage for mangrove fruits. Alright. Storage for mangrove. Let us... No, that won't. Where would we put mangrove? Savas. Guess we could store it. It's temporary till it's not temporary, right? Mangrove. Okay. Pause that one. Barry gave you the O face. Like, oh, with the tongue. Smiley face. I can't remember the Twitch emotes. All right. We are approaching 2 hours, so I'm probably going to call the stream here. This will have been streaming for almost 6 hours today. We are going to probably send the raid over to Rolo Dage, who is also streaming Timberborn on a 50 by 50 map and trying to he's trying to see how the irrigation changes are going to affect him in his update 5 playthrough. So it'll be interesting to see kind of what he has discovered. So we'll send everybody over there in a couple of minutes. I want to may just go ahead and save it here before we do the power. So when we come back and play next, we'll actually start working on... Oops, I let too much water in again. We'll start working on figuring out the power situation, because honestly, if this works, we'll have power, but I have no idea how we're going to get that power back. Unless we... Actually, I have no idea. Guess we could send the power over here and cut all these birch trees down. Maybe this becomes an area where we do all of our power. That might be what it is, and then we just essentially shunt the power right across here. Maybe. Let's hit save. We will make sure... I am going to make sure he's not, like, about to go off and call his stream over. I don't understand the order in which you all build stuff. Just saying. Yep. He is definitely still streaming. Oh, he's doing math. Oh my goodness. Everybody, you get to look forward to some math. All right, we're going to go ahead and send everybody over to Rolo. Please say hello to Rolo. He is a pretty cool dude. He has hung out with us several times while we've had many a conversation about Timberborn together. So really enjoy interacting with him. So thank you, Nick Pippins, for the Prime sub. Thank you to Instalock Brim for the follow. Thank you to everybody that followed earlier today when we did the stream right after the update dropped. Super excited about doing the affiliates thing, so we'll get used to it. But please say hello to Rolo, and everybody have yourself a wonderful night.